If you go on Twitch today, it looks undistinguishable from a porn site. Let me make it clear. Today is 22 of May, 2024, and new Twitch rules just dropped that if anyone has lewd thumbnails, they gotta censor it. So you have like all these ladies that are in their unmentionables mixed in with thumbnails that are blurred out and the disclaimer saying that this post may contain sexual content. It unironically looks like a porn site where you haven't clicked the I am over 18 yet, so they're still hiding the thumbnails just in case like the user hasn't clicked and hasn't confirmed that they're an adult. And the question is why? Like, why is Twitch like this? In fact, it's so bad that I can't even show it on YouTube because, unironically, YouTube would be very likely to ban that content. They do have bots. They do have AI that is looking at the images of the videos that people upload. And if they find out that you're uploading stuff that is way too risque and you're not making a music video, then you do get the ban hammer. But Twitch doesn't. So the question is why? And it's important to look a little bit at the history of Twitch. Allegedly, it did start as a gaming platform. And if you wanted to stream on Twitch, you were obliged to play a video game. I remember during Gamergate, Short Fat Otaku and some of his other guests were talking about Gamergate. And the moderator came in and he said, like, no, you can't do this. You gotta play a game. Like, this is a platform for gaming. You have to play video games. So they started playing Solitaire. Or Minesweeper, I forgot which one. But they started playing these Windows games while talking about Gamergate in order to adhere to the terms of conduct. However, Twitch ends up exchanging owners, as far as I understand, and then you end up with the peak of feminist ideology. And the feminist ideology in the West, and this is even before the Me Too era, was extremely interesting. Because on one side, you had all of these people that were saying corporations are abusing women, and they were focusing on boof babes, they were focusing on the Grand Prix girls, and they managed to get these ladies fired, most of them at least, and they were basically like freaking out whenever a company would advertise anything in a sexual nature. So if you would get a couple of sexy ladies to cosplay as a night elf, and sell the World of Warcraft game, that would be considered exploitative and patriarchal. And that was pretty much the culture, that it is inherently wrong for companies to hire sexy ladies to push for something. So with that in mind, there was also the argument that actually women love video games. They always love video games. And the only reason that they can't play Mortal Kombat is because men are misogynistic. So we need to crack down on the misogyny, and then every single woman out there, your sister, your mother, your grandmother, will pick a copy of Midway's Mortal Kombat game and enjoy it, right? So the idea wasn't that video games up until that point was considered something that only geeks and nerds partook in, and women just looked down on that. It's like, when are you going to stop playing games? Like, when are you going to grow up? When are you going to be a man? When are you going to drive a Ferrari? You know, no, like, that wasn't the reality. Apparently, the reality was that when a man saw that a woman plays Mortal Kombat, you would be like, no, that's my game. What are you doing? Get away, you know? So you have, like, this ideology that men are kicking women away from gaming and that companies are using women in order to exploit them, even though it was consensual, like, you signed the contract for it. Women that lost their jobs because of feminists were very upset and very angry. But anyway, right, so with these two mentalities, Twitch manages to create the new meta. Because now you have all these women that are very young and beautiful looking, and they're playing video games, right? It just so happens that the video game that they're playing is in a very small corner of the screen, and it just so happens that the camera is facing towards their cleavage. And it just so happens that they're dressed in their pajamas or they're dressed in very revealing attire. All of this is coincidental. And if you point it out, you're a misogynist pig. Because women just want to play video games and they're just dressed comfortably while doing it. It turns out that many of them weren't even playing games at the time. Like, they were just showing a recording of the game. Because again, what they were doing was OnlyFans light. And the gaming press and everyone had to defend them because it was part of the ideology that was being pushed at the time. But, you know, like, eventually you do have girls that actually did play video games, and you do have, like, actual gamer girls, which were very successful on the platform. But again, like, at the time, most women didn't care about video games, and they just wanted to make money. They just wanted to make popularity and views. And this was one of the ways to do it. And it was done as a facade. It was done as, you know, like, everyone knew what was going on. But it was like the emperor having no clothes situations, like, absolutely literally. So it remained like that, and Twitch realized that this is actually making them a lot of money, but at the same time, they're a family-friendly platform. At least they're advertising themselves as such. And it was just like, hit, hit, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, yeah, these girls are definitely here to play video games. They're not doing OnlyFans light, no, like, even suggesting that makes you reek of misogyny, and if you're a misogynistic pig, you just want to keep women out of gaming, and that's your shtick. And you end up, like, with these bizarre situations with certain streamers like Zombie Unicorn, which on one hand goes on Twitch to paint her tits, which is artistic, by the way, right? Like, the painting that body part is very artistic, but then she goes in other videos and attacks boof babes from an E3 convention. So again, like you notice the double standard, right? Like, if you get a job as a woman working for a gaming company in order to try to sell a product while cosplaying, that is misogynistic. But if you go on Twitch and you paint your tits and you get super chats and Twitch takes a cut of that, that is liberating. So again, is this culture where everyone is playing pretend. Everyone knows what's going on, but they have to lie to themselves, or at least they have to lie to the people around them in order to avoid getting persecuted. Now the thing is, as more websites open up, as you finally have the OnlyFans of the world and other places opening up, and people realize that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, the thing gets very saturated. Like, in the beginning, it was very easy if you're like a woman to just play some video games, make some cosplay, have the OnlyFans account, make some money on the side. But then as competition grows and you have like more and more beautiful women, it's very difficult for newcomers to make a name for themselves. So what they're trying to do is, like, they're going on platforms like Twitch in the hopes that they are going to link it to their other business model. So the idea is, like, you go on Twitch, you know, hopefully you cause a controversy by using like a censorship bar or doing something out of the ordinary, in order for you to get your face in the press, to get your face on a gaming publication, on an IGN or a Kotaku, and then, like, people who like how you look, they will actually follow you onto your OnlyFans account. Like, that's the thing. And Twitch cannot address this because they created the culture where it's, if you address it, you're a misogynist. So they're struggling with cracking down on it. And this is despite the fact that everyone knows what's going on. I mean, It's a Gundam managed to make his very popular YouTube channel just by mocking this trend. Like, every single week he would release another video making fun of this situation. And it was incredibly popular because, yeah, everyone knew what was going on. Men know what's going on, women know what's going on, everyone knows what's going on, but we gotta play pretend. It's like, oh no, you know, this lady isn't trying to make softcore porn on Twitch. No, she just happens to have a bathtub in her bedroom, which is something quite natural, and is the only place where she can stream. And of course, if she's in a bathtub, like, she can't wear a suit and tie, so, you know, it's kind of like that. Like, you gotta play along, you gotta wink wink, nudge nudge. But again, Twitch is trying to promote itself as a family-friendly platform. So what they are trying to do is to crack down on this without actually looking like they're cracking down on it. And there's many reasons why they want to crack down on it. Like, one of them is the payment processors. The other one is the legality of the situation. Like, if it ever comes out that, I don't know, like, teenagers who steal their mom's credit card account, buy bits, and then give it to a titty streamer, that may not sit well with a lot of parents. And, you know, like, again, like, the age rating for joining a platform like Twitch is very low, so parents wouldn't like to see the fact that Twitch looks like a softcore porn website, you know? So, they are actually in a couple of conundrums here. Now, one of the solutions would be to just like make an adult section of the website, but it would just end up like OnlyFans. Like you just have so many people using it. The competition would again be just as tight. And you would also have people going to the safer workplace trying to skim the lines and go into the gray area. So it wouldn't actually fix it, and it would just get them in trouble with the payment processors. But it is what it is. I'm genuinely curious to see what's next, because I do think that they want it, because there's a lot of money to be made, and we noticed that when they tried to release porn for artistic purposes. Now they're trying to release twerking, knowing that they got like a lot of VTubers and a lot of simps over there. So like in a way they are trying to figure out how they can juggle the payment processors while allowing more nudity on their website. But on the other way, they also know they can't go full on board with this because, again, it's a family-friendly platform. So let me know what you guys think, and I'm actually excited in reading your comments in the comment section. Take care.